how many of you have read at least one book about sales? Okay, perfect. So how many of you, by a show of hands, have attended some kind of a seminar or a live training about sales? Okay, still most everybody has. Well, congratulations for at least, for starters, having the awareness and being willing to do those things, because a lot of people I've worked with over the years that really aren't even open to that. I mean, basically just don't think they need it, aren't willing to invest the time, the money, whatever it is, to read books or to attend, training. And so that puts you head and shoulders above the people who'd say, yeah, I don't need that. I got this on my own. So I learned that mastering new skills takes a couple of very important things. And number one is having a mentor or a coach, not only to teach you, but part of it is to hold you accountable and to work with you on role playing and implementing the new skills. The second thing is really about time commitment. It's taking time, making time to practice, drill, role play, and everything that it takes to get good at it. So when I realized what, my now friend and at the time my rival was doing to destroy me on the sales floor, I realized I had two problems. And one of them was my pride made it tough to ask a mentor for help, because I and this may sound, some of you may think this sounds ridiculous. Some of you might be able to identify with it, but there was something about, I wanted to do it my way. I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to be successful because I learned this thing and I did it. Can anybody identify with that, where you kind of want to be able to do it on your own? Okay, so that was number one. I had to get past that. I had to check my ego at the door and say, it doesn't take anything away from me or my skills, my abilities, to say, I want help from somebody else. I want a coach. I want somebody who can mentor me, who knows things that I don't know. But more importantly, I think it's that second part of the accountability. Somebody who's going to hold me accountable to actually doing it, who's going to practice with me and give me feedback. And then the second challenge that I had, and I think probably a lot of you can relate to this, was I didn't think I had the time to spend practicing, because I was busy. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, in work and out of work, a young family, and had a lot of stuff going on. So basically committing time to something new, was just something that I struggled with. I didn't know that I needed to or wanted to, but I also was like, do I have the time for that? So I had to overcome those two things. But I noticed that when you look, whether it's in the world of sales or any kind of a profession, or if you look at athletes, you look at the best athletes in the world from every sport, they all have coaches, right? And in many cases, the player is better than the coach. I mean, at actually doing it, if that makes sense. I mean, you look at somebody, a professional golfer, and they have somebody coaching them who's never won a major, but they know golf and they're able to help that person get to the next level. So one of the things that I realized from that is it doesn't have anything to do with my ego anyway. But if I realize that it's not a threat, it's not a challenge to have somebody who can help me, they don't even have to be better than me. I just have to acknowledge they have an outside perspective and they can help me, because I don't have an outside perspective on myself. None of us has that, right? So the light came on for me when looking at how top performers in every facet of the world had a coach or multiple coaches. Some people have coaches for several different aspects of the game. And the light really came on